join our Patreon page at patreon.com/comics for fun and profit. Why, you ask? Well, because we are on episode 700 and something, and we've been cranking these out for a decade for you. So, hey, support us. Throw us a shekel or two. Toss $1 our way. Toss $3 our way. Toss 5 or 10. Your choice. You can support us at any level, and that level gets you in our Slack channel. You get to be a part of our daily conversations that extend beyond our weekly podcast. You get entered into contests. We've given away multiple 9.8 slabbed comics over the years. We enjoy providing early access to our various episodes. We have exclusive access to shows that never see the light of day elsewhere. Video shows, review shows, exclusive episodes just for our patrons. Access to Drew's comic project. Really more of a curse and a burden for patrons, but you get to see my fledgling attempts at making comics, panel pages, process stuff, even signed and remark original prints if you want. I can hook you up with that sort of thing. So there's tons of reasons to join Patreon. If you like what we're doing and you want to help us out, server costs ain't cheap. Kyle and I have been doing this, like I said, for 10 years. We love it, but we could always use a little motivation. A little something, a little wet our whistle, a little something to give us a taste. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/comicsfunprofit.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This calendar with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 722 for comics originally releasing April the 5th and April the 6th. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops, Drew, after 20 to 30 odd years of waiting, you got a Moon Knight show and all kinds of other cool stuff. But what do you want to start with about the world of comics?
Well, I mean, I got my first episode of Moon Knight.
Yeah.
It was interesting. Definitely not an origin.
No.
We're just kind of slow rolling into it. I mean, I enjoyed it.
How much Steven did you think we'd get in this series?
I did not realize we'd do this much, spend this much time with him. We got a little bit of Moon Knight and a whole lot of Stephen Grant, and we're going to play the multiple personalities card right off the bat. We probably kind of should have guessed that if we didn't know from the trailers. Yeah, good stuff. I enjoyed it. 5 more. Let's get moving.
Do you think we kind of said kind of almost a goodbye to Stephen Grant, and that was just kind of a soft intro to it?
Like when he, maybe he's not going to make another appearance.
Take over, then we kind of...
I don't know. He's a fun character, so I got a feeling we'll touch base on him. I'm curious what kind of cameos we're going to get.
Yeah.
Because we got absolutely nothing this time, so... Yeah. And at what point do we get the White Widow cameo appearance, or Kingpin drop in or whatever? That I'm interested in when that happens. And then I thought Ethan Hawke did a good job so far.
I love the voice of Khonshu.
Yeah. I like that actor. So he did a good job there. I'm excited. Again, 6 episodes just isn't enough, but. Okay, we'll go with it. Tell your story. See if we get maybe we'll get a second one. I hope so.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then we got some news that they're going to push the Obi-Wan show back 2 days, but they're going to give us 2 episodes at launch instead of 1. So
okay,
a double-edged sword there.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So we're going back to Fridays for Obi-Wan instead of Wednesdays.
Okay. When is it supposed to launch?
Oh, you asked me that question too quick, and now I can't remember.
All right, no big deal. We will move on. The much maligned DC Round Robin tournament, March Madness.
Oh, that's right. They forgot they tied in with March Madness.
I think it was tied in with March Madness.
Yeah, it was.
And it was still March when they dropped this. But now it's April 1st. And April Fools, everyone.
April Fools.
And so
We should have started with like a retirement episode.
No, we should have. We're not very good at this. It's interesting. I mean, what did you like? What did you dislike about it last time?
I hated that, like, the only two good ideas got trounced.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was just the same old, and it didn't seem to do well, which was frustrating. And then we ended up with a book that we already had.
Yeah. Yeah. So you didn't like anything, really. Okay.
You said it, not me.
So you didn't like anything about it. Okay. So, yeah. So a lot of the things that were a problem last year were too many known quantities that we do really need another
new IP,
book, or stuff like that. Why is that even in there? And then taking two good ideas and pitting them against each other in round one. Why would you do that? Why not let them meet later? And then kind of withholding the creative teams until later on. I'm not sure why we're doing that. I guess so that the idea holds forth. I thought that was kind of dumb. And then the fact that Tim Seeley's Robins won. I hated that. That was not even in my final four. So, I hated a lot of it last time. But hey, let's play again. So this one.
Let's see if we've learned from their mistakes.
What I assumed was going to happen when I heard this was out was, hey, let's dust off some of the ones that were really close last year and see if they can.
No, are they seriously going to recycle crap?
No, everybody got destroyed, thrown away, and now there's 16 new ideas.
Well, that's dope.
But some of them came so close. Wouldn't you want to see them? All right, well, guess not. I guess I'm the only one that thought they were deserving of a second chance. In a round robin tournament, you get to lose more than once.
If you get kicked out of the Final Four in the NCAA tournament last year, you don't get an automatic bid next year.
That's true. So I'll go through them quickly, and then I can go through them all really quickly, or I can go through them I can go through the pairings, read the synopsis to you, and you can tell me who you want to win. How do you want to do it?
Yes, the second part.
Okay, so first up is Hawkman and Hawkwoman the Changeling versus Wildcat 9 Lives. Hawkman and Hawkwoman have never had children together. They know that for a fact. Then who is Hector Hull, the hot-headed razor-winged teen who claims to be their son? Can they trust their own memories or each other? Wildcat 9 Lives is Wildcat spent 8 of his 9 lives showing the ropes to some of DC Universe's heaviest hitters, and he's got the scarred knuckles and reset bones to prove it. But now he's only got one more life to go. How fearless would you be if you knew it was your last round in the ring?
So that's the boxer that trained Batman and stuff. I'm going Wildcat.
I'm going to vote how you say. I'm not going to argue with you.
Okay.
Oh, they want me to log in. Okay. Yeah. We'll just pretend like you got to vote. The Question's Grand Solution versus Constantine and the Demon, Vacation from Hell. This one pissed me off the most. Constantine. Because I both like The Question and I really like Constantine. So, The Question's Grand Solution. What happens when people from all walks of life are activated as faceless vigilantes, each forced to solve an alternative reality game where the stakes are life and death? That's the question, but does Renee Montoya have the solution? Sounds great. Would love that.
Nope, sounds cheap and Squid Gamey. Move on.
But it's up against Constantine and the Demon, which is arcane guile meets hellish fury. John Constantine is forced to play host to Etrigan, the Demon, and the pair embark on a deeply personal, potentially apocalyptic mission. Journeying back from home to Liverpool, Constantine must confront ghosts from his past, and Etrigan isn't exactly his first choice for an ally. So that's going to win.
That is my number one seed. That's yeah.
But it's unfortunate because I think the questions would be good as well. Then we have Suicide Squad Dark versus Justice League Redacted. So two team books at least going up against each other. Suicide Squad Dark, a team of occult misfits and monsters assembled by Amanda Waller and led by Vampire Batman, are forced into a mind-melding suicide mission to assassinate Earth 13's League of Shadows. Versus Justice League Redacted, which Green Arrow has watched many heroes, the great, the good, the kind, be forever scarred by the darkness they swear to fight, rather than sit by and let any more of his friends fall to the festering abyss, he decides to create a Justice League Black Ops team of fighters who can survive a few more shadows. Because as far as he's concerned, they may already be lost. Green Arrow's team of Nemesis, Killer Frost, Manhunter, Metamorpho, and Cheshire are needed now more than ever. Green Arrow has worried about what happens when you look the abyss in the eye. That goes double when Johnny Sorrow and Merlin team up.
Yeah, okay. I like a Green Arrow-led team, so I'm going with that.
Suicide Squad Dark. Amanda Waller.
Exactly. I swear to you, if it wasn't Amanda Waller-led team, it had a better shot to me.
Then we have Firestorm, Fourth World Problems versus Kid Flash, The Speed of Fear, which sounds like that one could be a rehash from last year. Firestorm 2, because I think both of those had a title last year. I don't think it was this title, though. When Ronnie Raymond and Jason Rush make the startling discovery that Firestorm Matrix contains a spark of the life equation, Darkseid and his army turn their sights toward the teenage nuclear heroes. But can Ronnie and Jason put their differences aside and combine into Firestorm, or will Darkseid claim the Matrix for himself and Apocalypse? Or Reverse Flash melds with Parallax in an unprecedented combination of the Speed Force and the fear-based yellow power ring to create a deadly speed ring to shatter Oa's central Green Lantern battery. A confused and isolated Kid Flash, Wallace West, must chase Thawne across a variety of alien worlds to stop him and the Sinestro Corps, while his own powers die because of Kid Flash's slow disconnection with the Speed Force.
So either way, we have two different fused characters.
Yeah, you're right.
I've always, as far as fused characters concerned, I've always liked Firestorm, and we don't get enough Darkseid.
Okay.
So I'm going to say Firestorm versus
Firestorm, okay. Then we have Black Canary, When Canaries Cry, versus Green Lantern, The Light at the End of Forever.
Like that's too close to Prince, When Canaries Cry. We're going too close.
I get you. And it's purple. The logo is purple.
Let's see what we're doing here.
When Black Canary intercepts an intelligence operative trying to deliver sensitive material on an encrypted disk, she finds herself plunged into the world of espionage to contend with an international consortium known only as Mysterium. With the help of a French spy, Dinah must stop his shadow organization from instigating war for their profit. Not fun and profit, just their own profit. And then future, a galaxy gripped by tyranny when an elderly farmer in a backwater system is brutalized by the latest thugs with jetpacks and jet boots to call themselves lawmen. He remembers a forgotten past, an era of champions, a cadre of noble peacekeepers, long since vanished. His name, he's sure of it, is John Stewart. Whatever happened to the Green Lantern Corps? And is it too late to reignite the light?
Man, Green Lantern's so difficult for us, but I don't want espionage, so I'm going Lantern.
So you're going with the Green Lantern over Black Canary. Okay. I did not vote that way. We differ on that one. Let's see. DC Horror presents Ghost Tour from Hell or Animal Man The Metamorphosis. A frantic mother begs for Madame Xanadu's help in finding her missing son, last seen on a ghost tour with friends. Xanadu's reading reveals there's a nefarious being behind the disappearance in New Orleans. Enlisting the help of the demon Etrigan and Deadman, the trio quickly realize that they're on a ghost tour from hell, and there's no match for these supernatural kidnappers. A little Justice League Dark action kind of going on there. And then that's against Buddy Baker, also known as Animal Man, has serious problems. His home life is in shambles. His daughter's powers are awakening, and the world needs him. But he's stuck. He needs change. Soon Animal Man will enter a cocoon. But when the metamorphosis is complete, what will emerge?
Xanadu, first one.
Yeah, that's where I went to. Sorry, Animal Man. Now we have another Green Lantern. This one is The Birth of Conspiracy. In 1947, 3 events Okay, that's versus Captain Carrot and his best friend Darkseid.
Oh, jeez. Heavy hitters.
America's fascination with UFOs, the Men in Black, flying saucer sightings, and the Roswell crash. 3 low-level government employees tasked with monitoring superheroes realized that one person and Captain Carrot, the interdimensional space epic no one asked for, Darkseid is trying to eliminate the newest new god, but the extremely furious zoo crew is determined to reach their long foretold Captain Carrot first before friendship ruins everything.
Not by default, but I actually do really like the synopsis of the first one with the 1947 UFO stuff.
Twitter is a flitter about Captain Carrot, but I can't see it happening. Superboy, the Man of Tomorrow, versus Cyborg, Cyber God. Determined to find his place.
2 super hateable characters.
Connor Kent, Superboy, leaves Earth behind, but his journey of self-discovery brings him face to face with a group of freedom fighters who challenge not just everything Connor stands for, but what it means to bear the Superman crest. Or, Cyborg has grown so powerful he no longer needs to leave his cold metal lair. He fights the good fight, but only virtually with cyborg replicas, like Doombots. When the supervillain Gizmo and Clarion, the Witch Boy, mix magic and tech, they become powerful technomancers. Cyborg is joined by Beast Boy, who tries to remind him of his true power, his human spirit.
So Cyborg's just hanging out in the meta?
Sounds like it, yeah. Cyborg must reconnect with his human side and face the world, or Gizmo will become an omnipotent, unchallenged cyber god, and Clarion will get what he's always wanted, chaos and destruction. Yeah. Which sucks the less, which is the lesser of 2 evils.
I'm going to go that we're going VR, so I'm going to give Cyborg the edge.
And that is all of them, I guess. Yeah.
All right. I'm saying Constantine comes out of this all ahead.
Yeah, so let's see. What I don't have dates on round 2. So we have these 16. We'll get to 8. Well, I think when we get to 8, we get to see creative teams, and then we go Final 4, championship round, and winner.
Watch Captain Carrot have been like Tom Taylor, and we're just like, no.
Well, yeah, or Mark Russell. I could see that.
Yeah,
and I get that could be why they do that. You don't deserve these people because you didn't trust the synopsis. So
yeah,
we'll see. So stay tuned. You can vote on Twitter. You can vote on DC Universe. I don't know if you can vote anywhere else. Maybe if you can do Instagram again. It was kind of hanky with the voting last time. Remember, like it was like dominating for one, and then all of a sudden these Instagram votes got thrown in at the last minute and flipped it the other way. If I remember correctly, there was some hinkiness.
You're actually thinking of the presidential election.
Yep. Yeah. The Instagram votes came in. I forgot about that. Yeah. All right, Kyle. Let's look at Marvel's previews.
That's right. Drew and I like to go through the previews, comb through, and see what we can find in order to make our order ahead of time. Try to find what the quality that rises to the top is, if there is even some. We have just 140 pages of Marvel goodness. And Drew, we've always talked about Marvel and DC just copying each other for eternity. Well, by golly, we now have Fortnite Marvel. Mm-hmm. Not to be outdone by the DC Fortnite items as the featured products in this month's previews. This is, of course, April for June products.
Now, each issue features a digital cosmetic. That is not a new character, right? That's a thing.
It's either a character or a different outfit for a character or a glider or a pickaxe.
So it could be a character.
It could be a character. It could be a skin. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Or, I mean, a skin for an existing character, depending on all that stuff. But we are going to start with AXE Eve of Judgment #1. So we got some mutant stuff going on here. Karen Gillan, Pascal Ferry.
AXE being Avengers X-Men Eternals.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
I don't like those. Two of those 3, so I probably am not going to like this.
Yes. So the Eternals know that the mutants have conquered death But what are they going to do about it? The oldest immortals on Earth eye up the newest, and the doomsday clock starts to tick towards Judgment Day.
Okay.
So AXE is Avengers, X-Men, and the Eternals all in one.
Crowded.
We don't know how long this series is, so for now it's $3.99 and an ongoing.
Okay. New series.
All right, and here we have Fortnite Cross, Marvel's Zero War, #1 of a 5-issue series written by Christos Gage and Donald Mustard, with Sergio Davila on art and 900 covers.
I like this thing that says each first print issue contains a redeemable code.
So they don't want us waiting.
So either get this or go pound sand.
Because with DC, we got subsequent second printings, and they put codes in the trades.
Right? Yeah. So, I mean, if I'm reading that right, they're spelling that out for a reason. So there will not be subsequent printings, or subsequent printings and trade paperbacks won't have codes.
Each first print issue contains a redeemable code to unlock a bonus digital cosmetic in Fortnite. Now, they'll probably do, oh, look, the second print has a similar cosmetic in a different color.
Ah, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But anyways, we got 5 issues of this. They're charging $6 a piece for these.
Ooh.
So we get a story nobody cares about, and a skin for my child. And it's $6.
Well, maybe you just don't tell Carson about this one.
Yeah. No, trust me. He'll come to me with this information.
He'll rip the code out and toss the comic,
Yeah, exactly.
the $6 comic book in the trash.
How dare you? Not to be outdone. Oh, wait, no. Okay, the art looks interesting, but no. And then we're off to Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty #1, Colin Kelly, Jackson Lansing, and Carmen Carnero on art. Is that a new character?
I mean, I really like that Stark Unlimited blimp shot. That's a really nice double-page spread.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's enough for me to want to read this book.
Yeah.
S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't what you think it is. It's not your symbol, it's theirs. I don't know. This is just another one.
$5 on new ongoing.
Mm-hmm. So because last month we had what? The Captain America Symbol of Truth launched, right?
Yes. Speaking of which, we have the second issue of Symbol of Truth continuing with Deadpool chilling on the cover on this one, so that's cool.
Okay. We're relaunching Daredevil. We finished Devil's Reign. Maybe took a month off.
I think so.
And now we're going to relaunch. Same creative team, Zdarsky and Cicchetto. So this could probably just be like the next number in the series. Not sure why we're relaunching. But I guess because Devil's Reign happened and we're going to reset after that. I'm trying to justify the cash grab. Why they would cash grab? They would cash grab because of the first word in cash grab. Because of cash.
Correct.
It's more money. So we do it when we want.
We got a Hidden Gem variant by Joe Quesada.
We're still doing the window shade variants too.
Yeah.
I mean, people clamoring for these? We've done this for a few months now. I still don't see the appeal.
Yeah.
I mean, the artist is like, okay, here's my beautiful cover. I'm going to cover it up.
Yeah.
And give you just a glimpse of it behind the level or blind. I don't get it. All right.
I'm with you. Okay.
Maybe if it was die cut, I would dig it.
Could we put foil embossed?
Yeah, foil embossed. Yeah, window shades. I like it.
X-Men, the Hellfire Gala #1, Jerry Duggan, with art by 13 people.
Now, I thought that the Hellfire Gala just happened. And
at last year's gala, mutants changed the face of the solar system, transforming Mars and claiming it for mankind. Do you think you can afford to miss this year's gala? All contained in one oversized issue. $8 friggin' dollars.
So it must have happened over the summer. No, I think it must have just happened like December-ish. And now this is...
Homie, that was last year.
I guess that counts as last year. And now we're going to do another gala. And it was very popular. And then at first I thought they were just collecting that. They're not collecting. This is a new gala.
Correct.
A new gala.
And we have an Adam Hughes cover.
Yep.
Multiple Art Germ covers. A dope-looking Nick Dragotta cover, which I'm usually hit or miss on.
And do we see which one is the Adam Hughes?
We do not see the Adam Hughes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's the A cover, right?
Russell Dowderman's A cover is the one that's partially burned on page 13.
Okay, gotcha.
15 of our digital.
Gotcha.
Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor, #1 of a 5-issue series from, I'm going to give you the chance to tell me what that writer's name
That's
is.
Torin Gronbeck.
Torin Gronbeck. And Michael Dowling on art. Mjolnir comes crashing through Jane Foster's apartment window. She fears the worst has happened to Thor, as Asgard's greatest enemies, including Hela, Ulik the Troll, and Enchantress, mount an assault on the Golden Realm. Jane must find Thor and save Asgard, even if that means she must once again risk her life to become Thor herself.
Okay, Kyle. So this next one supports your theory more than mine. So this is a Hulkling and Wiccan book, new #1. You've been saying that in the next MCU phase, we're going to be getting Young Avengers. I've been saying West Coast Avengers. This supports your theory more than my theory.
So let's familiarize us with Wiccan. Maybe we'll get a little bit of speed in here, and we know a little bit of Skrulls, but we don't have Hulkling yet. But if we can get them in mind, we can easily have those things pop out of Secret Wars, obviously. And lead directly into Young Avengers. So, yeah.
Secret Invasion, right? That's the next one.
Secret Invasion, sorry, yeah. Yep. I keep wanting to call it Secret Wars.
Which would be dope. I would love a Secret Wars. They should do that.
Yeah,
they should do that instead.
Skip to that. Just do that. So, yeah, we have #1 of a $6 book, Hulkling and Wiccan. Peach Momoko doing the cover A's, and Luciano Vecchio on the cover B's. It's an interesting take.
Yeah.
But we'll see how far that goes with it. But Hulkling, Wiccan.
Yeah.
The young kids are back. So, I mean, if the trends are right, you have to own this, because if they pop in something, you're going to jump back to their first, pilot series. And you might want to grab this.
Yep. Yeah, because, first appearance, then we're going to go first time both of them on the cover on their own series. Oh, got to get that.
Yeah, got to have that. Amazing Spider-Man #5, Zeb Wells, John Romita Jr. The end of the first arc of this historic new volume is here, and you won't believe what we're putting the web-slinger through. Spider-Man and Tombstone have their most brutal battle ever, but I fear the worst damage to Peter isn't going to be physical. Also, did you notice this is Legacy 899? That means the next issue... Dun dun dun.
Is 900 and
900
issue 6, and it's only, let's do a 99-cent issue. Oh nope.
No, $10.
$9.99.
And what sucks is I get an awesome looking Peach Momoko silk cover, but I gotta pay $10 for it.
$10 for it, yeah. Yeah.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 covers at the very least.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't see. Yeah, we're doubling them up when we get down there, aren't we? 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you're right. Holy smokes. It's a lot of covers. And for the completist, the ASM completist, you've got $160 worth of covers. Is that right? That's crazy. Did you say there were 16 covers?
16 covers, and I'm sure some of them are high ratio.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. You don't be a completist.
Yeah, that's not an
don't
option.
be a completist for ASM.
And see, like, with 700, we were starting a new arc, we were beginning a new adventure, we were putting new characters, we were doing new things. With 900, we're just like, smack in the middle of this, and just...
It doesn't make any sense. The answer to all your questions is money, though, so that's why they're doing it.
Are you excited for 900?
No.
Didn't think so.
Although, I mean, this Beyond storyline has been fine. I haven't...
It'll be over. It's ending at 5.
Yeah. Yep.
And then 6 is something dumb and new.
It's just Beyond is like every other Spider-Man arc lately. It just goes on a little too long.
So let's read about 900. The 900th issue of Amazing Spider-Man comes out the month of Spider-Man's 60th anniversary, and we are pulling out all the stops. Someone from Spider-Man's past has captured the Sinister Six and used them to create the truly terrifying Sinister Adaptoid.
Yeah.
So that little weird green thing is indeed a combination of Octavius, and I can see Electro in there, and Sandman, and Kraven, and I don't see Vulture Wings, but I'm assuming they're there. So we've taken all Sinister Six and mashed them into one character, it looks like.
Okay. Cool.
And then colored it green. Oh, so green would be the Green Goblin.
Yeah. Now, who is... I mean, and hats off to the bean counter spreadsheet guy who is manipulating these numbers so that, hey guys, the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man is going to be April of 2022. At what point did he have to... We're going to have to accelerate the release schedule so that 900 lands in that month. And what that means, like back in 2021, we had to start doing 3 a month to get there.
Yeah, and that's even with like double shipping in April. This is the second Spider-Man that hits in April just
to get there,
to catch it.
So the guy doing the math on this stuff, and let's just assume these are all legitimate numbers and they're not just made up. Because how would we know? We wouldn't. Nobody's fact checking this. Let's just assume this is legitimately the 60th anniversary and the 900th issue together. But to make them line up like that, you have to know in advance, and you have to get the schedule to line up. So somebody's doing that, and I wonder if it's like an editor or it's like a guy that's like the director of anniversary issues. That's his job, and he just like has a bunch of yarn and stuff on his bulletin board, and very Charlie from It's Sunny in Philadelphia stuff happening in there, and that's all he does, or he's just an editor, and whoever in charge of the line has to come up with that.
Chief Legacy Officer.
That's so cool. The CLO. Oh, man. I want that gig. That sounds awesome. But hats off. You lined it up perfectly. Allegedly. We don't know. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did a great job.
Yeah. All right. And now we have, since we got this big honking issue of 900 here, let's get rid of Spider-Man 29 as fast as we can. So we're going to turn out Exodus number 4, Exodus number 5, Exodus number 3 coming after Exodus 4 and 5.
My God, what the hell? We're not even starting with... So the guy that's in charge of this, he isn't even going to put him in order. And it's Steve
Correct.
Orlando. God bless him. I mean, must be the nicest guy. Books are terrible. Every book he's ever written is awful. But he keeps getting work. So he must just be the nicest guy, and gets people their dry cleaning and super fast, like cranks out a script in a day. I don't know. Yeah.
True. Spider-Man 2999 Exodus number 3. But one Avenger survived. Moon Knight, who has gathered a new team of heroes.
Don't.
Do you know Moon Knight 2099?
No.
Do you want to know Moon Knight 2099?
Helmed by the great Steve Orlando.
Steve Orlando. He and Zek.
You know what was fun was when my beloved favorite character was largely forgotten about and hardly ever trotted out. Now that he's just everywhere, it's tough to take.
What's the opposite of FOMO?
Oh man, but yeah, okay, that's cool. That's good to know. So that's why is 3 before 4 and after 4 and 5? Do we know?
Because Marvel.
Is it just a digital snafu? Is it?
No, it's not. That is legitimately page 20.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So Moon Knight might be a 2099.
You can see him right there on Exodus 3, right there.
There he is.
The cross between Moon Knight and a Ku Klux Klan member. That's him.
Oh, he's got like, oh yeah, there he is. Okay. Yeah. I might read that. I might read that just to find out.
If that wasn't enough for you, we have Banner of War number 4 from Thor 26. Donny Cates writing this. And right there on the front, we got the homie Hulk with Mjolnir in hand.
That's not the first time he's lifted Mjolnir, right?
I don't believe so.
Because, he's Hulk. He'd be able to always lift it.
That's right. And then we got more Donny Hulk. Donny Hulk. I like it. Hulk number 8. Donny Hulk. Just call him Donny Hulk. Then this is the 5th and final installment of Banner of War. There. So that...
You haven't been reading Donny Cates' crossover, have you?
I haven't...
Oh my god.
Not in a while.
This latest issue, 12.
Yeah.
It's just wackadoo. It is wackadoo, man. First of all, Robert Kirkman wrote the first 10 pages, so it was all about Negan. And then,
that's awesome.
Like Donny Cates was like Alan Moore for a while. He's himself in the comic, and then he's like Alan Moore, and then he's back to being Donny Cates again, and it's totally nuts. This book is totally nuts, but I'm still reading it. A dozen issues in. Donny Cates is crazy. He's crazy.
Crazy cells. We'll see if Genis Vell Captain Marvel number 1 sells a 5-issue series. Peter David returns to Genis Vell, son of the original Captain Marvel.
Yeah, now see, I really enjoy the Maestro stuff that Peter David's been doing. He's like on his third one of these that he's done the last couple of years. But that's been accessible to me because I was familiar with the character. I'm not familiar with this character. So, will I enjoy this? Not knowing this character at all?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you say that? Why are you so confident?
I have no idea.
You're hopeful.
Well, okay, it's got an interesting sounding. Let me read you the blurb. Both now back in the land of the living, Genis Vale and Rick Jones are about to come crashing back into each other. Witness Genis Vale, Captain Marvel, return to the pages of his very own series, written by legendary scribe Peter David, drawn by artist
Juan Ramirez, who's not legendary.
Ramirez, yes.
I'm sure he's fine.
Correct. Can Rick Jones save Genis and himself before they both fade out of existence? Is Rick's ex-wife, Marlo, the key? Find out when Peter David returns to take Genis Vale to all new heights. So, we got some ex-wife action in this as well.
Okay.
Then we have Defenders Beyond, number 1 of a 5-issue Al Ewing series that I
it's really bad. Lee Garbett, who I like.
Yeah.
I normally like Lee Garbett. This is terrible cover.
Yeah.
What is going on? Both of these covers are terrible. What is this?
Yeah.
Al Ewing and Holly follow up their acclaimed Defenders There Are No Rules series with a new volume and all new lineup, including... that's Defenders Beyond. It's the same one, yeah.
Yeah.
When Doctor Strange sends a dire warning from beyond the grave, Blue Marvel, America Chavez, Tigra, and Loki assembled to defend reality itself. You won't believe who shows up on the final page. Nope. Nope.
Thanks for playing. This actually seems interesting. I've hit something that sounds like it might be cool. Wild Cards, The Drawing of Cards, #1 of a 4-issue Paul Cornell written
But it's
series.
George R.R. Martin. And does any of his...
Jar? Did you say Jar
Does
Jar?
any of his stuff translate to comics?
He just translated amazingly to a video game, so check for him.
That
Elden
was
Ring.
George R.R. Martin? Or as I like to say,
Yes.
Jar Jar Martin?
Jar Jar Martin. The legendary George R.R. Martin superhero series comes to Marvel, spanning more than 25 novels, more than 20 short series, released over 3 decades and written by more than 40 authors. The Wild Cards series tells the story of an alternate history in which the Earth is home to superpowered individuals. When a human is infected with the alien wild card virus, the odds are they will be killed, which is referred to as drawing the Black Queen. Of those who survive, the bulk of them become jokers, left with some strange mutated form. A very lucky few, the aces, whose gifted with superpowers they can put to use towards heroes or villainous goals. Now, for the first time in comic book form, see how the Wild Cards universe begins with an adaptation of the very first stories in the original Wild Cards novel, based on the stories by Harold Waldrop and Roger Zelazny. The series mastermind and editor George R.R. Martin. Wild Cards is a stellar introduction to a whole new world reshaped by the emergence of superpowers. Could be cool.
Yeah, I guess. You know where this would be cool? Not at Marvel.
Where would this be? Correct.
It doesn't feel like a
100%,
Marvel book.
and that's why I like it. Correct, 100%. Miles Morales and Moon Girl
Hey,
#1.
shout out to Wolf.
Yep. Mohale Mashigo on writing and Iguara on art. Join Lunella Lafayette, a.k.a. Moon Girl, and her trusty T-Rex sidekick Devil Dinosaur in the biggest adventures yet. In the first of 3 one-shots, Moon Girl takes on the whole Marvel Universe alongside Miles Morales, the Avengers, and the X-Men. Don't miss the news story from acclaimed writer Mohale Mashigo. So it looks like we're going to have Miles Morales and Moon Girl, and then we will have Avengers and Moon Girl, and then we will have X-Men and Moon Girl.
Good for them.
Thor, Lightning and Lament #1, Ralph Macchio. I don't believe the one we're thinking of. With art by Todd Knock. So this is just a generic Thor that we're just shoehorning in here.
Thor's got a movie, so let's put a couple of things on the shelf, I guess. And now the variants here. I like
Gail Simone.
I like Gail Simone. Phil Noto, like him. Got a variant by Ashley Witter. I'm a big fan of that. Well, that looks like her stuff. What would it really be like to meet an alternate version of yourself, another you who had made different choices and lived a completely different life as a result? That's the question facing Jessica Jones, as what seemed like a routine investigation instead has her encountering another incarnation of herself from across the multiverse. Can Jessica get along with herself? Will she want to kill her other selves? And will seeing the lives she could have led drive her into a self-destructive spiral? Of course it will. This is what happens when you meet the variants. This sounds fun. I love Jessica Jones. She hasn't been in enough. So
Yeah.
Bye.
Gail Simone, thumbs up.
Yeah, and then probably me more so than you is Clobber in Time #1. This is a Steve Scroce book. I'm a super fan of Steve Scroce. Love his
Doing
work.
art
He's
and
the
writing,
and the art.
which, if you ask Drew, never turns out good. Rarely turns out
sometimes good. Doesn't turn out as well as it could.
You are changing the Drew quote.
Rarely it does. But if the artist puts down his pencil and just writes, we're seeing better returns with the Zdarsky's of the world and the Scotty Youngs of the world. But yeah, doing both chores sometimes doesn't work. But I really like his last post-apocalyptic thing he did over at Image. The Scroce did both chores. It was good. Wacky, but good. This should be wacky and good. And doing some Scroce art.
60 years of
on
Ant-Man
like
drew Ant-Man #1 of a 5-issue series. Al Ewing, Tom Riley. Flashback to the early days of Hank Pym's career as the astonishing Ant-Man. So we're back to Hank Pym's Ant-Man in this one. So, Drew, we've all heard of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, but have you heard of the deadly neighborhood Spider-Man? #1, Taboo and B. Earl writing this one. Taboo, of course, from the Black Eyed Peas.
Is he a person that I should know? B. Earl, like, I've never heard of him before, but that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, he wrote the new Werewolf.
But there's
by
a
Night.
Raza cover.
He's involved with the new Werewolf by Night. Yeah, and some of the indigenous voices stuff, so that's cool.
So it's what is reality and what is a dream, what is science, what is magic? At the intersection of all this stands the deadly neighborhood Spider-Man. Peter Parker goes to Los Angeles, and what he finds there are definitely not angels. The demons waiting for Peter are going to test him like never before. One demon in particular, a very famous one for Marvel and X fans in particular, might just eat Spider-Man alive. That could be fun. You know? Yeah. Get him out of New York. Get him away from Mary Jane.
There you go. Yep. Iron Cat,
could be
#1, Jed McKay, Perry Perez. The Iron Cat armor made its first appearance in Black Cat #11, but both Black Cat and Iron Man thought that was the last they would see of it. If Felicia is surprised to see the armor again, you can imagine how furious Tony is. There's someone new in the Iron Cat armor, and they have a plan that will put them in the crosshairs of all the heroes of the Marvel Universe. Both Iron Man and Black Cat's secrets and mistakes are going to come back to haunt them, and it's going to get rough.
Mech Strike is back with Monster Hunters, #1 of 5. Because the last 2 or 3 volumes of Mech Strike wasn't enough. They're going to give you more.
Yeah. Thunderbolts 2 of 5.
Still part of Devil's Reign Aftermath. I thought that was put to bed.
New Fantastic Four Marvel Tales #1. This is some old Walt Simonson stuff. $8, 88 pages. More Fantastic Four.
Savage Avengers from my boy, David Pipos. I'm hoping that's good. And now, hey, we're rolling out a Punisher War Journal on top of the new Punisher relaunch.
Blitz, yeah. Still got this stupid symbol.
It's growing on me. Is that okay? It grows on me?
If that's how you want to live your life. Gambit #2 of their 5-issue series. Knights of X #3, also featuring Gambit on that one. Legion of X 3, X-Men Legends 2, that's the old Roy Thomas, or the new Roy Thomas, I should say.
Nice cover for Immortal X-Men #4 by Mark Brooks.
That is very cool. Why has Emma Frost got a weird hand?
I don't know. Read all about it in issue 3 and 4.
Michael Allred, of course, on the excellent #5. Sabretooth, X-Men Red, Wolverine 22, Marauders.
X-Men 12, Wolverine patch #4. Did I tell you I read the first one?
You said you liked it.
Did I?
Nope.
I don't think I did. I don't think I loved it.
You told me.
I don't think I told you either. You just assumed I liked it.
I was hoping.
What if Miles Morales as Thor? I tried to get through that Captain America version of that. I didn't care for that one either.
Not good? Yeah.
Well, it's so subjective. Like,
Yep.
Or I could just be in a bad mood when I'm reading it. You just never know.
Venom 9, Carnage 4, Spider-Punk 3, Kingpin Rise.
I'm looking forward to Spider-Punk. I think I'm going to like that.
Yeah.
And Savage Spider-Man, Joe Kelly written should be good, but God, I just don't know that I want to read it.
It's freaking me out just looking at it.
It's just creepy.
Miles Morales, Spider-Man 39.
Wow, look at that cover.
That's a cool looking cover.
He's gonna slice Peter's throat.
Yeah.
Oh, or is that a Miles clone? Who is that? That is Peter, right?
I have no idea.
Could be Ben. So many freaking Spider-Men now.
We assume that that's actually a Miles clone there with the blade.
Yeah, the evil clone.
Tomb of Dracula facsimile. Look at that.
Yeah, along with the Tales of Suspense 57, which is that the first Hawkeye?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Yeah, the first Hawkeye. So definitely getting that one. I don't know that I care that much about Tomb of Dracula.
No, that's not the one with Blade. That's a different Tomb of Dracula one.
Is that the first Blade?
No, the Tomb of Dracula, 12 or something.
Oh,
was the first Blade, if I remember correctly. Avengers 57, and here we're down into Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood, 3 of 4. We have a Nick Klein cover. Oh, you get a Frank Cho Moon Knight cover.
Oh, wonder what that looks like.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's the red one?
Yep,
That's it?
that's Joe.
Where's this little signature?
Behind the
Oh,
little postage stamp here.
yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay, you got me. It's an elegant cover by Frank Cho, they say.
It is. That's when they yell down the hall, "Hey, be elegant."
Do some elegant drawing.
Moon Knight 12, Jed McKay continuing his series.
And a little Moon Knight in Strange number 4, it looks like.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The Dark Moon Knight, actually. That's Shadow Knight.
Shadow Knight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. Looks like Hawkeye makes an appearance in Ghost Rider. Is that Hawkeye up there in purple? And Black Widow? On Ghost Rider 5 cover?
Probably.
I think so.
I don't know too many other people rocking purple.
Yeah. Fantastic Four is finishing up Reckoning War, so I can circle back around and pick up 46. Once I set that out.
Shang-Chi 13, Iron Man, Hellcat Annual number 1.
Interesting choice there. So, in theory, there could be a standalone Iron Man annual.
Yes.
And this is a way to sell the Hellcat annual, because you couldn't sell the annual Hellcat annual on your own, on its own. So they had to co-brand it, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Okay.
Captain Marvel 39. I like the Daily Bugle cover. That's pretty cool. She-Hulk 5 Maestro.
There's a character called Binary, Kyle.
Uh-huh. I'm guessing there's 2 of them.
I don't know Binary. Has she already been introduced, or he?
Yes.
They?
Yes. He, she, it, we.
Yep. She-Hulk. Just hate this.
I swear they've already done that cover before.
They all look alike. These covers.
Yeah.
I just don't like the colors. And it's probably somebody fantastic, a fantastic colorist, but I just don't like them.
It's Jim Bartel too. Maestro World War M, the 5th one of that Peter David series.
It's been good.
Aliens Annual number 1 by Philip Kennedy Johnson. And now what I want to talk about, Drew.
Yeah, look at this.
Star Wars The Mandalorian number 1. Rodney Barnes writing it. George Genty on art.
Why did this take so long? First of all.
Hopefully it was because we were finding a great story. So we've got an Audie Granoff cover. We've got our John Tyler Christopher action figure cover. We got a Declan Shalvey. We got a David Aja cover.
Huh.
And we got a Lenell Francis Yu, and a Phil Jimenez.
Yeah, I mean, this has got to sell like gangbusters, right?
I gotta have that action figure.
The action figure one's going to do really well.
Yeah.
It's a variant, so that's going to probably be the ratio then. Right?
Maybe. Sometimes those have been the 1 in 10. Sometimes those have been independently orderable. We'll just have to see. But we get Din Djarin in his first solo series, and I mean, you can't not do that.
And it says the first meeting between the Mandalorian and the child, which we saw in the show.
Yes.
So we're not going to rehash the show, are we?
Well, I'm okay if they do for at least an episode, but I'd like to do something else at some point in time. But if they want to show that scene again in the old comic format, I'm fine with that. We can do that as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is getting me back into Star Wars comics.
There you go.
I mean, I'm in this, and then if I'm in this, I might as well dabble in some others. So maybe I do.
This is a gateway comic, if it were.
I think so. Could be. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I like a bunch of the covers. The poor Razor Crest there in the background of the one.
What are we looking at there?
The ship with the Razor Crest. Rest in peace.
Oh yes.
Han Solo and Chewbacca #4, and we get all kinds of Chrysanthemum. They've changed his name to just Chrysanthemum now in this as well.
You hate that.
Yep, more than anything. Choose Your Destiny variant. Interesting. Obi-Wan Kenobi 205. We get some Qui-Gon, so that's awesome. So I actually really like this time frame of life with the Padawan Obi-Wan, so this should be a good time. Halcyon Legacy, we are finishing up with a very cool cover with Bosk on the front.
Not a Choose Your Destiny cover there.
Yeah. Drew, I am impressed. We have Star Wars 25, which seems like, we're a quarter of the way to 100. Let's charge some extra money. But no,
right.
They're still just $4.
Yeah, it's a landmark 25th issue. We're excited about it, but we didn't price gouge.
With stories set from the prequel to the sequel eras, experiencing new tales of Obi-Wan and Anakin, Darth Vader, Poe Dameron, Kylo Ren. Join Charles Soule along with his previous artistic collaborators for this era-spanning celebration.
Man, Charles Soule's been writing Star Wars stuff for a long time. Do you think he's exhausted and wants to do something else?
I'd cash them checks.
Yeah, maybe. He's been stuck. Yeah. There is a lot of Star Wars happening simultaneously.
Yes, there is.
Choose Your Destiny variant for Darth Vader 24.
Mm-hmm.
So next month, it'll be its landmark 25th issue.
Yeah, I'll be able to do another one of those. And then we get some trades and hardcovers and trades.
That's probably it, right?
That's all I got.
And they're doing a good job of collecting all this Moon Knight for us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Get that in print. Get
How
that
nice
out.
of them. How nice.
Yeah, it's fantastic. All right, so go Marvel. Lots of fun stuff in there.
Yep, 140 pages of goodness.
What's next, Kyle?
Support for Comics for Fun and Profit is brought to you by Manscaped, the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's Performance Package is the ultimate in men's hygiene. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer, 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code C4FAP at manscaped.com. I've been with Manscaped since the 1.0, and now we're on the Lawnmower 4.0. This trimmer is the future of grooming, and I dare say the greatest trimmer ever. The 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproofed and also has an LED spotlight for more precision shaving. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code C4FAP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com when you use the code C4FAP. That's the letter C, the number 4, FAP at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. All right, I believe we head over to our good friends at Cover Price now, right, Drew?
Yeah. Top 20. That's right.
Head on over. Let's do our Cover Price top 10. Let's start with our
Before we do that,
number.
I think they may have had a falling out with CBSI, or not CBSI, but
Comics Heating Up.
Comics Heating Up. We haven't seen them for. Has it been 2 straight weeks?
It's been a couple weeks, absolutely, yeah.
Or was it was it in there last week and just not the week before? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it all blurs together.
My mind is wrecked.
Maybe they've had a falling out. Maybe they haven't. Stay tuned next week. We'll find
That's
out.
right. The epic conclusion.
Yeah.
At rank 10, we have Amazing Spider-Man 265 from 1985. Craven, of course, more on Craven, and Silver Sable. $610 now for CGC 9.8 on that one. So that's pretty cool for a 265. At rank 9, we have Star Wars number 2 from 1977. Obi-Wan's Disney Plus series may release. Okay, so it's coming out in May. Isn't too far away. While we wait, his first comic appearance is spiking. $810 for just a 9.6 CGC.
You know, if they would put that out on the original Wednesday, it would be on May the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess, delay until Friday's okay. But you kind of missed a chance there.
This is very true. At rank 8, we have Point One, number 1, the Nick Bradshaw variant. Speculation is still holding out that Sam Alexander's version of Nova will appear in the recently announced MCU Nova project, with Moon Knight writer Sabir Pirzada. The current rumor is that the show or film will feature both Richard Rider and Sam Alexander, with Sam's first appearance in this issue of Marvel Point One, number 1 from 2011. Collectors are divided. CGC 9.8 hitting $350. JLA Avengers Hero Initiative. We've spoken at length on this. Please give to charity. Still getting upwards of $380 for a Raw, trending closer to $247. Initial buy-in was $30. Do the right thing, people. At rank 6, we have Ghost Rider number 31 from 1992. Over the past several years, there have been constant rumors and speculation that a Danny Ketch-led Midnight Suns is in development for Disney Plus. When another online source mentions the Midnight Suns, this and issue 28, which is the first cameo appearance of the Midnight Suns via a future premonition, moved quite a bit on the aftermarket. 41 copies moving, CGC 9.8 going for $400. Voltron, number 1 from 1985. Live-action Voltron movie with Rawson Marshall Thurber to direct ignites a bidding war. So, we talking about Voltron. So, 35 copies started moving. CGC 9.8 is going for $665. So, come on, Voltron.
Okay, so this would be Transformers-ish in its presentation?
Probably closer to Power Rangers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sell. Sell.
Get out while the getting's good. Secret Wars 2, number 3. We've got about 900 of these. This issue features the first cover appearance and first full appearance of the Beyonder in human form. This week, in anticipation of his appearance, played by Lawrence Fishburne in the Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur series, 18 copies moved with a high sale of $149 for CGC 9.8.
Crazy.
And Point One, number 1 from 2011. This is the non-variant version of what we talked about earlier. $400 for CGC 9.8. Nova, number 1 from 1976, is an old book. $3,000 for a CGC 9.8. We are up to $3,000.
Yeah, it's 1976, though. I get that.
Yep, tough to get that one. And at rank 1, New Avengers number 40 from 2008. Several online sources claim that Emilia Clarke is definitely playing Varanki the Skrull Queen. While this remains unconfirmed, these renewed rumors lit a fire once again on Varanki's first appearance in this issue with 68 copies and a high trending sale of $392 for CGC 9.8.
I mean, I don't have anything from 1976 that's in 9.8 condition. Do you have anything from 1986 that's in 9.8 condition?
Doubt. That is not easy.
It's tough to do. I don't blame them. Pay it. At rank 11, we have Ultimate Fallout number 4. It just hit its
high sale of $3,400 for a CGC 9.8. We were excited about it when it crossed the $1,000 threshold not so long ago. So this is crazy that it continues to climb. Rank 12, we have New Avengers number 7 from 2005. This is more Illuminati first appearances. $430 for a CGC 9.8.
What's going to end out more, Spider-Man 300 or Ultimate Fallout 4?
Looks to me like, well, no, Venom. Yeah, Venom's still more than $3,400 for a CGC 9.8. It's like 5, right? It's at the 5,000.
I don't. Yeah, I've lost track.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna have to get a live action Miles to get a real sense of where it's gonna land. Let's see. Ms. Marvel number 5 comes in at rank 13. This is cover, which is completely tied to a scene in the show, so this moves it. We had 14 copies sold with a high sale of almost $400 for a CGC 9.8. My beloved Moon Knight number 1 from 1980 comes in at rank 14. 17 additional copies selling, with only a high sale of $685 for a PGX 9.8, which is like a 9.2 CGC.
How dare you? I like PGX.
Yeah, it's okay. You can like them. They're just not accurate. Rank 15, Spider-Man 2099 number 1 from 1992. 21 additional copies of this sold with a high sale of $199 for a CGC 9.8. Venom Lethal Protector number 1 continues to sell. This is a 1 in 25. This is the new Lethal Protector. David Nakayama, 1 in 25. 28 copies of this move with a high sale of $35 for a raw.
Such a weird cover too.
A raw 1 in 25, $35. I think I'd have to pay that to get it.
100%.
Rank 17, we have Battlestar Galactica number 1 from 1979. 12 copies and a high sale of $265 for a CGC 9.8. Why is that moving? Oh, okay. Battlestar Galactica was in the news because its showrunner quit. Oh. Means it's pushing it back. Yep. Not moving as well. Okay. Rank 18, Dark Hawk number 1 from 1991. No rumors lately of Dark Hawk appearing in the MCU anytime soon, but there's a deep nostalgia feel, so this continues to move. 18 copies and a high sale of $319 for a CGC 9.8. At rank 19, Thor number 1, which is the first Jane Foster from 2014. 16 copies moved. High sale of $340 for a CGC 9.8.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. Rank 20, Mystic Arcana Magic number 1 from 2007. This is the first appearance of Ammit, an Egyptian goddess whose Arthur Harrow worships, who has been confirmed to appear in Disney Plus's Moon Knight series. She's relatively cheap. Could see a spike when fans see her on screen. 10 copies sold, a high sale of $40 for a raw.
Might not be a bad investment there.
Now let's get over to the FOC and see what is happening before it's too late.
Of course, the FOC is our final order cutoff. It's our last little ability to add a few things to our order and see what we can make sure we don't have to chase on the secondary market, which never does all kinds of fun. Let's head over to Lunar Distributions, pull up our FOC stuff, and see what DC has to offer.
These are for 4/3 closing, right?
Correct.
So Sundays. Sunday closing for DC.
Sunday. Dark Knights of Steel number 6. Dan Mora cover with an awesome cover B by Joshua Middleton.
Oh, it is lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I gravitate towards the Liebermejo Detective Comics cover V. That's fantastic. And what's this Rodolfo Migliari cover C for Detective? That's kind of wicked.
Mm-hmm.
I like that as well.
Derek Chew crushing the Harley Quinn.
Ugh, so good. I love that cover.
That's a cover B for him.
And I even like the 1 in 25 Bengal as well.
Some great Joker covers.
It's been the best thing about that series.
Joker's been good.
The covers have been great.
Oh, you think the covers are better than the series is good?
That's
Gotcha.
literally exactly what I said.
I don't believe it. I think you'd have to read it all first. How do you know?
It's true. It's true. They've been great covers, is all I'm saying.
I gotcha. Quest Aside, number 1. This is a what is it, Scout? What is this?
Mm-hmm.
It looks kind of neat.
A skeleton, an apprentice mage, and an exiled princess walk into a bar. For another shift at Quests Aside, the local watering hole run by once legendary, now retired adventurer Barrow. When the king privately explains that he plans to shut the place down, Barrow must find a way to hold on to his business and the family he built around it. It's always sunny in the realms.
That could scratch a little Rat Queen's itch for me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Brian Shermer writing and Elena Gagao.
They're doing a 1 in 100. They're doing a ton of covers for this Vault book.
And this is Vault, yep.
Crazy. Robin's given us 3 quality covers.
Yes, indeed.
Teen Titans Academy, like, the covers couldn't be more different. Every time it's like they're just like not in the same stratosphere.
Yeah.
That's about it from DC.
Yeah, nothing else too crazy. Head on over to Image. Let's look at that for a bit. Bloodstained Teeth, number 1.
Who's that?
That's obviously Christian Ward.
Okay.
With Patrick Reynolds on it's the series premiere, so we get a new stuff here. Oh, that's a guy from ODYC and Invisible Kingdom.
Okay.
So, vampire book.
Yeah. That pulp hardcover process edition's coming out. I didn't realize it was $40. That would be fun to look at, but I don't know if I need to own a $40 version of it. Getting the Rick Grimes hardcover for Rick Grimes 2000.
It's a wicked hardcover. Saga 58. The Band.
They've been so good. They haven't missed a beat, dude.
I am letting them set. I read the first one back, and then I was like, I'm just going to chill for a second.
No.
Okay.
You're just spitting in BKV's face.
Never. He hung me out to dry for
That's
years.
true. That's true. I guess you can do what you want. He did what he wanted. You can do what you want.
That's 7 to Eternity hardcover. Issues 1 through 17 for $60.
Okay. Now we're getting a Jaws homage from the Scumbag 13 cover B.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that that's gonna move the needle.
Yawn. I did not realize the name of the current arc is Golden Brown Eye.
Yeah. It's very lowbrow.
I don't dislike that.
Yeah. It's a nice palate cleanser. I'll tell you that. The British Paranormal Society, Time Out of Mind, number 1. Is this a Mignola book? Does it just look like one? Yeah, Mike Mignola.
Yep.
I don't mean to sound disappointed, but all his stuff is kind of the same.
Trade paperback for Star Wars Rebels. Collecting Rebels magazine. Yeah, this is all magazine stuff too. This isn't from Kanan or anything. That's interesting.
Nothing in IDW for me. Down to Marvel. Is that a Derek Chew doing an alien? For cover B?
Yeah.
Is that Derek Chew?
Yep.
kind of interesting. Kind of like his women a lot better than his aliens, but
ASM2. Don't really like that cover,
Chrysanthemum photo variant versus Chrysanthemum Star Wars Tales comic cover variant. Which one do you like?
I like the photo variant.
Photo variants seem to do well.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's a good costume on a photo variant.
It's $8 though. Too much.
So we've got these Spider-Man 2099 Exodus Alpha #1. Now we've seen a bunch of characters that are popping in, like we talked about, our Moon Knights and stuff. Are we going to get these in this or subsequently down the line in our #3s and such?
Yeah. I don't know. And who's going to bite the bullet and read them all? To find out. I mean, it looks like we're getting like a Ghost Rider on this one, on the cover.
And is the Lachey frame variant, the fact that it's an homage to the other 2099, mean anything?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And of course, Obi-Wan #1 of a 5-issue series.
And the Momoko's not bad.
It's great.
Probably my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Dynamite.
Well, as per usual.
Enjoy your cheesecake.
Sexy covers, but no, nothing for me. Boom's just phoning it in this week. Let's see our back half stuff giving us anything. Ooh, My Lines in Blood. That's been so good. Looking forward to that one. And these Source Point Press books have been pretty solid. This is one's called Buzzards and Bone. Nick Philpott and Ryan Gutierrez.
Naughty List #1 from Aftershock Books. Nick Santora and Lee Ferguson on that one. Really like these Aftershock books.
Yeah, and just one cover. No choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one.
All right, Drew, which picking is your pick of the week for the FOC?
Ah, man. I think I'm going to go with The Quest Aside. #1, the Vault book. Tons of covers. I'm going to go cover A. I just can't pick. So I'll go with the standard cover. And...
I am going with Obi-Wan Kenobi, Peach Momoko.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a solid one. I like that one as well.
All right, Drew, we've looked into the future a little bit. Let's head on over to our good friends at comicbookinvest.com and look at their Hot 10, see the comics that are buzzing. And boy, are we going to talk about a #1. Incredible Hulk, #1, the old Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. Not an April Fool's joke. Over the past couple of weeks, this has hit all-time highs in multiple grades, including a $72,000 sale for a CGC 6.5 and a $250,000 sale for a CGC 8.5. It is a bit odd for a book like this to be on this kind of a list, but every now and again, new collectors need a reminder of what a true blue chip returns for investors.
Yeah, wow, amazing.
Yeah, that's just nuts. At rank 2, we have Black, #1. This book in the past 2 years has been on a crazy roller coaster in terms of value. Currently, with a director being added to the project from Warner Brothers Studio 8, it is back up again. 9.8s are back near $200 and Raws are over $50. This might be the single most difficult book to search for. Suggestion: put the writer Osifor in your tag, or Ojesif or whatever.
Yeah, Osifor. And I sold mine for $20 a while ago. So
So you did not even ride.
I didn't ride it. I got rid of it.
At rank 3, we have Something is Killing the Children, number 21, the Jenny Frison 1 per store variant. $50 to $60. Weird that this one is selling well when it is only slightly different than the one in 50, when there is a really nice 1 in 100 Delato out there as well. But, you know. At rank 4, Detective Comics 647 was just a $10 book. Now it's between $30 and $40 for near mint copies. I don't hate this character at all, but a casting on a CW show is not really that exciting. Then again, this week is supremely slow overall.
Oh, look at that. Another J. Scott Campbell variant. Beautiful.
And that we're talking about spoiler or Stephanie Brown when we're talking about that book.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to double check.
Oh, for Detective 647, that's who it is?
Yeah. At rank 5, from 2014, the J. Scott Campbell variant of ASM. CGC 9.8 is going for $900. 9.6 is for $500. Is Silk the most overlooked Spidey character that we know will show up in a movie at some point? Yes. In any case, this J. Scott Campbell cover has significantly moved up this week, and there doesn't seem to be a specific reason other than this is just not that easy to find in a high grade. At rank 6, Marvel Premiere number 28. $10,000 for 9.8, $1,000 for 9.4, and $500 for an 8.5. I'm guessing that people are thinking there is money to invest in the Legion of Monsters. Pro tip, other than top teams, this is probably not a good investment. Amazing Spider-Man number 93. The 1 in 25 variant that just came out. $50. Not the biggest fan of taking heroes and turning them into villains. That's what happens here with a new villain called Chasm. Just seems like a lazy way to present something quote-unquote new. Buffy the Vampire Slayer 20th Anniversary number 1, the 1 in 25, is already going for $50 to $60. This Jenny Frison, she just continues to push out winning variants. They're very well done, but they do seem to fall into the kind of the same look.
They all look the same.
Check out number 3 above.
They all look the same.
But they're good, but
yeah.
I don't understand why they always pop when there's so many that are as good but different. You know?
This is what makes our job difficult here at rank 9. Batman Beyond, The White Knight number 1. Reports of shortages, allocations, etc. of this A cover pushed it to between $15 and $20. Time will tell if those shortages get their copies in a few weeks. If so, this book will drop right back down to cover price. The black and white variant on that, $300. So maybe someone else can shed some light on this one. Listings say this is a 1 per store, but there are only a handful available, and with the price as high as that, it doesn't seem like that's 1 per store.
Well, he just answered his own question in the post before. There are shortages, so the shortages will also affect the 1 per stores. Obviously. Honorable mentions: Batman Superman World's Finest number 1, the Chip Zdarsky 1 in 25 variant, $15 to $25. Not much of a price increase on this one, but there's definitely were a lot of copies sold after the Oscars fiasco. So a slap for a slap. Huh.
Secret Diary of Eerie Adventures from Varios, a 5.5, sold this week for $8,400, about 4 times the prior all-time high in any grade for this book. I guess when you're dead, it doesn't matter. But that book is really close to that flame. Dad rule number 13, keep flammable items away from flames.
I wonder how old this is. It's a 25 center.
Yeah, 25 center.
So it's not that old unless maybe it was like an oversized and overpriced book from... 10-cent days? I don't know. 8,400 seems high for this cover. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Again,
So
our jobs
you
are
were
hard.
not the buyer.
I would not have bought that. No.
Yeah, that's a tough one to search
Yeah,
out.
that's a tough one. All right, it is time for the sneaky peek.
That's right. Of course, sneak peek it next week. Drew and I are going to see what's coming out this coming Tuesday and Wednesday and tell you what you got to have. You want to start with our good DC friends
Yes.
at Lunar Distributions for our new releases for the 5th? No.
Yeah, the 5th?
Yeah, the 5th.
Yes, the 5th. A lot of comic tags being sold by Lunar.
Yeah. Batman 122, we've got a Delato variant.
We're reissuing
Awesome.
Death Metal. Dark Knight's Death Metal with soundtracks special edition. I don't understand that. Earth Prime #1 gets some interesting covers. Guilt #1 from, was that Ahoy Comics? Yeah, Ahoy Comics, Guilt #1. By Alyssa Quitney and Morissette. Looks kind of good. One Star Squadron is almost finished up with 5th of 6th. It's been fun. There's Third Wave, which the surfing, you were into that for some reason.
I thought it looked kind of neat. We'll see what we got with #2 here.
Yeah. I was surprised. Not much from DC this time around. It's catching my eye. Let's take a look at Image, see if there's anything that pops out. Getting issue 19 from Firepower. Feels delayed to me. Not sure if it is. Feels a little delayed. Little Monsters #2 is coming out. That first issue was great. It's Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen, so the Descender guys. But I really like that first issue a lot. Loaded Bible, Blood of My Blood. Crazy covers there.
Yeah. A lot of covers, too. Nothing that looks like it will get banned, though, so.
Yeah, that one, yeah, definitely cover D's. Not gonna make the rounds, probably.
Mm-hmm. Talk about phoning it in, Dark Horse. Come on now.
Yeah, give us a patchy delivery service, which has been pretty good. That's the final issue of that. I'm looking forward to that. See how that tidies up.
If you're going to phone it in with one, that's the one to do.
Yeah. Nothing from IDW. That Black Widow was one of our picks from FOC time. We like that bloody back cover. That J. Scott Campbell. And again, did not understand the window shades variant. But that's a good Momoko too.
Yeah.
All the Black Widows are nice. We're getting a spoiler variant for Devil's Reign #6. And that event finishes up. Well, probably doesn't finish up. I think there's an Omega.
I was going to say, we saw there's a breakdown of it. It goes for like 3 months afterwards.
Breaks down for me.
There you go.
That finishes up. And then Moon Knight #10 gets a couple of cool covers.
Very cool.
And a Legacy Complete Collection trade paperback, which is collecting the last series before this one, the tail end of it, like last 12.
We talked a little bit about Spider-Punk #1 here coming out. We got a few different covers of this.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of a fan of this. I think I'm going to like it. But I only like cover A. I don't like any of the other covers. Thing finishes up 6 of 6. That's been a weird one. Strange book. And then X-Men Red starts. Anything
jump out at you on any of those covers, that Momoko or anything?
What was it?
The Momoko cover for X-Men Red or any of their covers for the first issue.
Neat, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not really doing anything for me.
I was just looking at this couple of these Bounty Hunters covers for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, they look good too.
Dynamite continuing to do Dynamite projects. Project Superpowers is something slightly different from Dynamite.
Yeah, they had that. They did a quarter issue when they launched it last time. But yeah, there's even a Liefeld cover.
Yep.
This time around. Boom giving us Alice Ever After, which we had thought might do something. And our back half stuff. That's a Zenoscope, Bell War of Giants one shot.
Mm-hmm. Black Star Line from Advent Comics. Black Star Line is a new ongoing title that focuses on and celebrates the African American characters of the African diaspora within the Advent Comics universe. I am not as familiar with the Advent Comics universe as possible, but maybe there's something there.
Nope, yeah, I'm not either. Gun Honey's given us 1 through 4 issues, 1 through 4 photo pack of all the cosplayers. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, that's awesome.
AWA is going to give us something called Joneses #1 by Michael Moresi and Alessandro Vitti. This is coming out of the Resistance book. It's like a spin-off.
Okay. It's kind of cool.
So usually that means no spec value, right? Since it's already existed.
That is, I was going to say, normally you're not getting any first, but lately we've been finding value in first solo series, first team up series, first this, that, and the other series.
You're right.
From Behemoth, we have Stargirl #1. Enter the world of Stargirl, STRGRL, created by the award-winning Lucas Mendonca. The cosmic organization known as Stargirl no longer exists. Maybe something there. Might want to jump in while I can.
Yeah. Mr. Tonic High. Looks kind of interesting from Advent. Got Oceans Will Take Us from Aftershock by Rich Dewick and Carlos Olivares. That looks kind of interesting. I like that look to it. And then the Red Room Trigger Warnings #2, I believe. Is that the one that was pulled? That's why there's only one cover here, because it had the mouse cover.
Yeah.
That got pulled.
Yep, that sounds right.
Does that mean anything for this being under
Not
order?
for this, no.
No. Yeah, man. Tough calls. So many borderliners to me. How have we done with AWA and Aftershock? We really haven't cashed in much, have we?
There's been some really great reads, but we haven't seen anything moving a ton in the secondary market.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, I don't think I'm going to take a flyer on either one of those. I'm going to go chalk probably with the Spider-Punk #1. His first solo cover series. Hold that for a while and see what happens.
Yeah, see if anything else comes out of that universe.
Yep.
I liked that Black Widow 15 as well. But I don't know if anything's going to pop from there.
Did I take yours? You weren't going to go with Spider-Punk, were you?
I definitely had that one written down, but I'm just trying to figure out if any of these back half books are worth a pop or not.
Yeah, like you said, the Aftershocks and the AWAs, always good reads. And they might give options eventually and just hold them.
I just don't know enough about the Stargirl to pop on that one. This is a tough one for me.
Yeah. We've never not had a pick.
Yeah, we
even when it's been like the Wednesday after Christmas or the Wednesday of Christmas and there's been like 4 things, we've had to make picks.
Yeah. It's just a matter of there's some neat second prints, but nothing that sounds real great. Black Star Online to do that. Huh. They just throw out a Star Wars for no reason.
Yeah, you could do 2 Star Wars, an FOC and a...
Yeah. Marauders is neat, but I don't think there's anything there that we haven't seen before.
Yeah. Oh, God. You didn't take this long to name your kids.
This is very true. That was easy. And I don't know that I care about Lego Ninjago in its first iteration through Image. But maybe, let's do Lego Ninjago.
Where is this?
Through it. So Image Comics they have the Lego franchise, and they're doing their Ninjago #1.
Okay.
I like the cover B on that one.
We have A, B, and C, and you're going with the B.
Yep. So it's kind of their first foray into licensed properties.
Okay. And is that what drew you to this?
I think so. Normally, you don't think there's much of an all-agey or kids audience in Image for a lot.
Right.
This might be the foray that we're looking for as far as getting an all-agey thing in Image Comics.
All right. That's cool.
Give it a shot. See what we can find there. And, the Lego movies have been great, so maybe this will continue to have some of that coolness to it.
Exactly.
So who knows? Well, thank you for tagging along with Drew and myself through our sneak peek at next week. Head on over to Patreon, search Comics for Fun and Profit. Be part of all of our Slack conversations, get some of our new stuff early, get our exclusive content, all that fun stuff. Be part of the program, part of the conversation, part of all the fun as well.
Ad-free content now.
Ad-free content. Oh, that's true.
Yep. Ad-free content only at Patreon.
That's awesome. I forgot to add that. For Drew and for myself, see ya.